This practical explanation is about CDG 11 overcurrent relay. It's a Areva make overcurrent relay. Before we discuss any further, let's see the construction. As we can see, it is an induction disk type relay. We can see the disk, and this is magnet. We can see the shading ring over here. These are the two main parts. This is the main coil through which that means current is fed to this coil through CT. So it is connected between 9 and 10 number of this relay, and this coil will basically receive from 9 and 10 number terminals current from the CT. Once this current is sufficient, stronger than this spring force, the disc will move, and when this strikes at this point, relay will operate or it will trip. So this is how you can see the basic main three parts: coil, magnet and disc. The spring you can see over here, helical spring. The objective of this spring is to restore when there is no current. The distance of this striker, this is a striker, you can move near and away from the tripping contact with the help of this black dial known as time dial setting. At one number of position, it is at the farthest position, સૌથી દૂરની પોઝિશન ઉપર છે, અને સૌથી નજીક માટે you can keep it to 0.1. So from 0.1 to 1 in steps of 0.05 you can move, and this is how you can make relay fast or slow for the same amount of current. These are two flag relays. These are just to indicate that it is operated either on instantaneous unit or time unit. What is that? That we'll see slightly later. You can see the disc is of mango shape. You can see over here. So when the disc moves, more and more torque is produced. You can see more and more area is coming across the magnet. This is to counterbalance the spring force. As per Hooke's law, spring force is proportional to X. So larger the displacement, larger is the restoring force. So larger operating force is also to be produced, right? તો એ બેલેન્સ કરવા માટે મેંગો શેપની ડિસ્ક હોય છે, જેથી કરીને જેમ સ્પ્રિંગ વધારે ખેંચાતી જાય એમ ડિસ્ક પણ વધારે ફોર્સ પ્રોડ્યુસ કરતી જાય. So that is one feature which we are supposed to. You can see it is supported, the disc is supported by a spindle, એક દંડો જે છે, અને ઉપર અને નીચે બેરિંગ છે અહીંયા અને નીચે, જેના ઉપર એ સ્પિન્ડલ સપોર્ટેડ છે, and it is free to rotate in this particular gap. One more facility is plug bridge. This coil is having different tappings, number of turns, and if the tappings અહીંયા connected છે. This particular item is known as a plug. By inserting it at different locations, we can select different pickup values. આ રિલે છે એ તમે જોઈ શકો છો, એ 5 એમ્પિયર રિલે છે. દેટ ઇઝ સીટી સેકન્ડરી 5 એમ્પિયર હોય એવી રિલે. સીટી સેકન્ડરી એઝ વી ઓલરેડી નો આર ઓફ ટુ અલ્ટરનેટિવ્સ, આઈધર 1 એમ્પિયર ઓર 5 એમ્પિયર. પ્રોટેક્શનમાં બે રીતના ઓપ્શન્સ યુઝ થાય છે. આ 5 એમ્પિયરનું વર્ઝન છે. તો 50% એટલે કે 2.5 એમ્પિયરથી કરીને 200% એટલે કે 10 એમ્પિયર સુધીના અલગ અલગ પિકઅપ વેલ્યુઝ અવેલેબલ છે. બાય ઇન્સર્ટિંગ એટ પ્રોપર પ્લેસ યુ કેન સિલેક્ટ અ પિકઅપ વેલ્યુ. ઇફ આઈ એમ ઇન્સર્ટિંગ ઓવર હિયર, that means I am selecting 50% or 2.5 ampere is the pickup value. Now to perform this particular practical, we can circulate any amount of current. Suppose I am setting current of 5 ampere. So fault current is 5 ampere, pickup value is 2.5 ampere, ratio is 2. So plug setting multiplier is called 2. And depending on plug setting multiplier and depending on the time setting multiplier, relay will take certain time to operate, which we can calculate using the formula 3 upon log PSM into TMS for, and this is true for 3-second relays. So these are the basic settings for CDG 11 type of relay. CDG 11 type is an inverse relay, and you can see its characteristics, that is plug setting multiplier versus operating time, is given by manufacturer sheet in the form of a scale. When the time dial is at 1, that is when TMS is equal to 1, at that point the top scale indicates PSM, that is ratio of fault current to pickup current, and નીચેનું જે સ્કેલ છે એ time operating time in seconds indicate કરે છે. Just for the sake of continuity, say for 2 it will take 10 seconds. So this is how the operating time is indicated, and if TMS is anything but 1, you just have to multiply by the value, say zero point 0.9, then whatever is 2 into zero point 0.9 will be the actual operating time. So theoretical and practical time you can verify in this particular fashion. That's all for this particular practical explanation.